But yeah, except and for new tech, you've got to have that in the back of your mind that at any given time, if you try and make a play somewhere else on the map, you might be losing turrets. We are into game, and OTP Shen, he is running flash teleport, so we'll be able to match Aiden in terms of map.
Well, indeed, we're on the Rift Arm. See, the Texas region is out to throw down, and this best of 3 series semi-finals are getting underway. Both of these teams want to move on to the finals, but only one can stand. One shall fall. Let's see who's going to be already. I'm a little disappointed, Arms. It's a 5-man lineup. I want blood. I want action. You have it a moon. We'll make something happen. But neither team wants to risk anything and start off on the wrong foot.
Well, like you said, Pantheon and Lee Sin, that's such a strong mid-jungle duo.
True.
It's dangerous for Richardson to be invading. You've got one stun, great, but stun the wrong person. If you walk into Aiden, for example, if he's the one soaking the stun, Leonardo and Piglet, they're just going to end the fight right off the bat. And for the side of UTech, yeah, they've got the strong duo, but they don't have that great level 1 CC. Piglet Puncher doesn't want to start stun in lane. He wants that spear, the javelin toss, available to start poking out. So they're more than happy to sit back as well. You want your blood, Echo. I think we're going to see it pretty quickly, just not at level 1.
And I have to wait a little bit here. Some patience. But both these junglers are going to start from this bot side and make their way on up unless we see one of these junglers look to maybe like sack their top side, just go for one of those level 3 cheeky ganks in the bot lane. I'd love to see that too. If anything, I would expect it from Ruined Elo, right? Just because, I mean, you have so much CC set up from Master Dragoon with those bandage tosses, but we'll have to wait and see for now.
Yeah, if anything, the most action we're seeing is in top lane. And we mentioned before, Malphite, not terrible in the early game. Did not opt to go for the sorcery tree. Went resolve, so has Grasp of the Undyings of the Comet we normally see. And one thing about running into the resolve tree is you don't have the mana flow ban that a lot of times you're going to need if you want to continuously poke out in the top lane. Now though, hasn't been a problem. OTP Shen has just been walk into auto attack range with his Malphite.
Yeah, does not care. Not going to be any cheeky level 3 shenanigans. Both junglers making their way on up. Going for this full clear as Aiden. Finding a bit of damage here, actually. Gotta keep an OTP Shen on his toes.
OTP Shen, though, you can see what his priorities are. It's not about trading. He will trade if he has to. It's more about farming up, and he's already got a bit of a CS advantage. Mid lane, Piglet Puncher taking a decidedly extended trade, which did not work out in their favor. Thankfully, Mage mid lane took a turret shot, so things are still fairly even, but highly volatile. Junglers, get to your mid lane, Jason.
Yeah. Well, these junglers in that full clear need to get moving. I'm seeing a lot of low HP bars right now. A lot of potential for engagements here. But for now, Ruined Elo slightly ahead when it comes to their speed here. Going for that last and final camp. On the flip side, Leonardo still only just now moving over to that Gromp. So I'm curious to see where both junglers opt to move on forward. OTP Shen is looking to just get this wave to crash on in. Let's see these junglers fight for that crab.
Normally, I would favor Newtech for that early crab, but if you look at the lane states, Echo, Richardson has shoved in every single lane, which means that if it does come down to a fight over Scuttle, Richardson's going to have backup sooner. It won't be that 1v1, and Leonardo, correctly recognizing that, decided, you know what, you take top. I'm going to take a longer walk and hit the bot side first, so that we can at least trade 1-for-1.
Yeah, and his low HP bar as well. Did not want to risk anything there, so we're going to crab in return. No crab wrangler stack for Ruined Elo this time around. They trade those, and now Leonardo looks for the bot side. Nah, not going to opt to, but it gets spotted out by the ward anyways here. Not going to look for anything just yet. This mid lane, it's volatile that both these junglers know it here. Ruined Elo might make his way down. Leonardo's going to show himself. Off the mist already, looking for some more damage. Flash forward, double flash coming up from Megaman. Is it going to be enough? He's so close. Oh, Piglet Puncher picking up the first blood. Ruined Elo going to return the favor here. Ruined Elo going to look for something more. Double kill going through for him. Nicely done. It's going to be secured, and overall it'll be A2 for one in the bot lane. Dubious. Almost going down, but not quite.
Flashes blown from both AD carries. Reapers still has their heal available, so a win for Richardson in multiple ways. But Echo, I want to go back to that mid lane because that was spicy. And the fact that Ruined Elo and Mage mid lane had vision, I thought they were going to get away completely unscathed, but that's the strength of Pantheon. In the early game, sure, that gank did work out, but Piglet Puncher found first blood, and I'd love to see Leonardo just re-gank the mid lane right away. Flashes are down as well, so for a change, Katarina is actually a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, and I mean, Dirk's picked up as well here. So Dragoon got to be careful. Power shot's going to force the heal to come out. Yeah, he'll had to come out there just to be safe. But right, a Dirk picked up for both Piglet Puncher as well as Leonardo, just increasing that lethality that comes out them, quite literally, no pun intended. So yeah, it would be cool to see that regain come through. And it looked like they did look for it, but I guess Leonardo just didn't quite find what he was looking for. He's going to opt to back off instead for now, as his first dragon is up and available. Neither jungle are going to look for it just yet, though.
First backs coming from Richardson's bot lane, trying to match Dolby's and Zombie. Both of them having recalled already, and Dolby's only picked up the dagger, so not going to be able to match that Noon Quiver. Once Richardson are set up, I would love to see them get that priority that they've had all game in every lane, and just push for that dragon right off the bat. And in the meantime, NewTek, it's all about the ganks here. You're not as worried about the objective. Yes, but Mage mid, no wards. It's just hovering the right half of the map. Knows that Ruined is covering the top side, so he gets ganked. He's got backup.
Yeah, he can smell the jungler. Something's up here. But he's gonna bide his time. Leonardo still looking. Shield bolt onto Mage mid main there. Dash it forward, finds a Sonic Wave. Mage looking for the minion to dash to it, and it's clearly gonna go. Oh, the spear does land. One more Sonic Wave might do it. Not enough energy. So Mage mid main is going to escape. That was a precarious situation.
It was, and Mage mid main held their cool, knew exactly what they could take. Running back towards the minion wave, able to get out, but will lose the minion wave. And Ruined Elo, unfortunately, we were talking about how Ruined Elo was near mid, would be able to cover. Actually just left to do Crux, and that was when Leonardo pulled the trigger. Perfect timing from NewTek.
So Aiden, kind of getting the better of these trades right now, actually. As long as he can make sure that those vitals are not hit, he's sitting pretty. He's doing all right here. Keeping OTP Shen, maybe not necessarily behind it anyway, because, you know, obviously OTP Shen does have that farm advantage, but just doing a good job of just neutralizing him. Make sure that OTP Shen can't look for anything.
Yeah, making sure that Aiden's not in a position to get dove or killed by this Fiora. And up a level as well. I love the Sheen early buy. It does suggest a Frozen Fist, which great item, especially in this matchup. But bot side?
Looking for something here. Mage on the way as well. Be careful, Leonardo. They're actually, they are able to grab a kill here. Another one for Ruined Elo off screen. He's going 3-0 now. He's definitely enjoying himself. I'm surprised that isn't a... maybe a dragon take? No, actually, not enough to go for the drag here. Is OTP Shen's got to be careful. Aiden, he's hitting hard right now. But overall, they're just going to get that kill and look to back off here. Reaper going to grab some hits.
Yeah, we saw the CC chain, or we didn't get to see the CC chain in that bot lane, but it's basically just bandage toss into either another bandage toss or Viego stun into another bandage toss. It's an incredibly long CC. Neither Dolby's or Zombie took the cleanse, and they're both really, really squishy, so we might see that repeatedly. OTP Shen has flash.
Yeah, speaking of squishy, OTP Shen's got to be careful. Flash from... No!
No way!
No! No! Aiden! Oh my god, your pride was your own demise. He flashes just a bit too close to the turret, too close to the sun, and he gets burnt. OTP Shen barely even had to do any work and picks up the kill. Had the grand duel as well, just in case. But overall, Aiden will fall. Now the drag will fall on over to Richard.
I think Aiden should look into following a formal false advertising. That's a Fiora played by an OTP Shen. Doesn't sound right, man. That Fiora was too clean. The flash over as well to dodge out on that seismic slam. Make sure that you don't take the additional damage that might have killed OTP Shen, and then getting the rest of the vital procs. Just chef's kiss. Beautiful to watch and very, very worrying if you're a NewTek, because Richardson are starting to turn on in multiple lanes. The only lane that they're not dominating is mid lane, and that might change.
Yeah, looking for some more bailout comes through. Need to kill him now, and they're able to find it. Zombie CF did not fret. He stared into the eyes of death and said, I'll give my life if I have to.
I see their vein. I mean, great collapsing from Leonardo to be able to find that. They also did pick up the arrow, so they're just going to push it immediately. Get 2 plates off the mid lane, and because Mage mid main again, no TP, it falls onto Ruined Elo to stop this push and make sure they don't lose more than the 2 plates.
Absolutely. So Leonardo gonna look to take away some camps here for his troubles. A little bit of payment of sorts. Gonna grab those. Ruined Elo a little bit occupied, taking out that Herald. Gonna go ahead and just sneak on away. Nothing really that they can do. Fight more. Are gonna try and grab this grab. Maybe get to see an altercation there. Aiden can't really move at the moment. Leonardo is waiting in the wings. Piglet Puncher's here as well. Maybe they look for something. Missed the seismic. Yeah, that's the question. You don't find the seismic bubble, so you probably won't. And yeah, that's exactly why you don't want to do it. All forward and down goes one, down goes two in this bot lane, and make that three. RMC, because Duelist goes down, make that four as well. As 4 members of new tech drop. Ruined Elo does eventually go down, but 1 for 4. I'm no mathematician, RMC, but I say we take them.
Yeah, Richardson, they definitely do. I was wondering if OTP Shen was going to try it for the dive, try and make it a clean ace across the board. Perfect coordination, but Aiden does have ultimate. It is risky. And yeah, only losing Ruined Elo on that dive. Now, it is worth noting, Ruined Elo had a bounty to be dropped. 4, 1, and 1. But that's a fight I don't know why you'd want to take if you're Leonardo and Piglet. Granted, you are a strong jungle mid duo, but Ruined Elo was so far ahead of the curve. They had a Blade of the Ruined King ready to go already, and as far as Viego concerns, that first item power spike is massive to do.
Yep, you have to see it right there in all its glory. Is now Aiden looking for some retribution here against OTP Shen. He's got him another turret. Those vitals hurt. Pretty damn close. Aiden is playing with fire to get out of there, man. He's going to have to go ahead and recall. That will allow OTP Shen to grab some more plates. Aiden does not want to give them over. It hurts his heart, I'm sure, but it would hurt even more if he were to die here. OTP Shen just going to grab a plate. Probably on back, but yeah, it'll be risky because Leonardo is up. He knows that not right up there. It's the mid lane. Trading out a little bit.
Yeah. And for Piglet Puncher, for this mid lane specifically, if he wants to win out the trades, it's a lot about using that shield to block the all-ins from Katarina. She is a burst mage, so playing around that cooldown, and you can see Piglet Puncher doesn't lose those trades. He's also got a surprising amount of burst on his end as well, and with the Ignite ready, there is kill threat, and that's why I'd rather seen Leonardo going for that mid lane rather than trying to go for the top side. We still not gotten to see more than 1 gank from Leonardo into the mid lane, or 2, I guess. We saw the one kind of successful one and the one that kind of didn't pan out. But you can just go back and revisit this, especially now that Eclipse has been picked up for both jungle and mid. You've got a massive fight.
So here is Mage. Mage going forward with the Ignite. Oh, it's not going to be enough, though. Piglet going to pick that up, and Triumph going to make sure that he heals just enough to stay alive.
Okay, I take what I said back. You don't need Leonardo. Piglet's going to find the kill solo. Anyways, you're all good to go. Piglet as well. Now with your fans start available.
There it is. First of the sad bullet time, as well as Ruined Elo being there means a double kill for the bot lane. Everything is going Richardson favor. OTP Shen once again looking for the vital procs here. Finds 2 of the 4, but that's all he's going to get once again, as Aiden is always hanging on by a thread.
Aiden just go back to lane. Does have TP available this time if they do need space, but that was a little bit rough to get back late and shoved out immediately. We are seeing the individual goals. And Echo, the only lane that's winning out for New Tech was in that mid lane, Piglet Puncher. The rest of the team needs Piglet Puncher to start helping out because they are falling behind.
Indeed, they are. Now Leonardo's going to look top lane here to help out. They find ulti onto him. Flash forward from Shen, though, just to get on top of Aiden. Doesn't quite find the vital proc on him, though. Leonardo's there to back him up. A one-on-one ensues, and Leonardo comes out victorious, taking down OTP Shen.
That was clutch, and I was actually worried that people weren't going to win that 2v1, but Leonardo knows exactly how much damage they can put out. They did that perfectly, and Aiden as well. They went to back off and overstay, but for every action, there's an equal and sometimes opposite reaction. Dragon gets picked up by Richardson on that bot side. They're continuing to stack that, and with Inferno Drake as our soul echo, the damage just keeps rolling for Richardson.
Does indeed, and they love it. So Piglet Puncher's got to be careful for the Spectral Mob, but it's not even needed. The ulti coming out from Mage mid-main, able to shumpo on over to Ruined Elo, and he takes those, and suddenly things are not looking good for New Tech.
I'm just waiting for Master Dragoons because of the sad mummy to come back on, as well as the both times the Reapers. The last time it happened, Echo, it took longer to say the name of the combo, Curse of the Sad Bullet Time, than it did for Robies and Zombie to get first down. So when it comes back up, I want to see them go. The moment Robies and Zombie leaves turret, just pull the trigger, kill them, take that turret, because first turret has yet to drop.
It does here. Oh, Shen is looking at that top turret, though. The grab it has that demolish proc, but I don't risk it just yet. Curse of the Sad Bullet Time is up, and it is available here.
Okay.
Now they're going to look to keep on pushing. No junglers nearby, like Ruined Elo. Going to continue to stack that 100% objective take rate on the Herald now as well. So curious to see if this kind of scuffle around it. Very doubtful though.
I don't know if NewTek can really look to.
I don't even think they know it yet.
True. Yeah, the vision actually that Richardson has put down throughout this entire game has actually been really important. Leonardo has not been able to get on the bot side because of just the warding situation. And even on the top side, I think OTP Shen often had a pretty good idea. Okay, he's coming. There we go. Is that the combo?
We get number one, and there's two. Boom, bam, bop, and down goes Zombie CF.
And that will be our first turret going down. And
Take it out. Okay, able to take out. Yeah, maybe. They're able to take out the turret. So the Herald's not going to lose too much HP there now. They just have to guide it safely into this tier 2. It's going to crash on in. And down, but that's a lot of damage.
Outside turret went down as well. Reapers and Master Dragoon with the pick onto the zombie. Dobies was not safe under turret and recognized that. And with this is when things become hard for NewTek. Within the lanes, it was still kind of okay. You roughly knew where everybody was, but now with them down, that team fighting prowess there because of the sad goal time can be rotated elsewhere. And if NewTek gets caught out as a group like this,
no, they're gonna catch out Leonardo first, but he's able to dodge on over. Ulti comes through, and Zombie CF will pay for theirs. You stayed a little bit too long, tried to find a cheeky ult, and you pay the price.
I respect Zombie CF for what you're trying to do, the hostile takeover to make sure everybody gets on clean, but Mage mid-main on this Katarina, the laning was not pleasant, but we never expected it to be up against the Pantheon. Now that they've been unlocked from the lane, being able to hop over that hostile takeover was massive.
Yeah, and we thought for sure OTP Shen was going to be the one to look at, but right now, it's everyone else that's carrying their way. Listen, old man OTP Shen, they were like, take a break, man. Just lean back. We got this. Let the new kids do it.
We'll have to see how long that remains true for. I believe OTP Shen probably wants to win this. Oh, Piglet jumping back in.
Oh, he does not care. Mage mid-May, excuse me. Gonna grab himself that head on out. OTP Shen grabbing himself the tier 1, looking to run down Aiden the Viking here. Should coming through, finds another vital, finds yet a not quite yet, won't quite find it. Just chunking down Aiden ever so slightly. And you can just see how impressive it is. You said it, man. As OTP Shen grabs 1.5 items, it's just going to feel so rough for Aiden, no matter how much armor he builds.
Yeah, without this sort of cool.
Oh, there it is. There's one, there's two. I step it, but you gotta run in the wrong direction, and so there's nowhere for you to go. And down the bot lane goes once again. Reapers and Master Dragoon taking 2 victims.
You gotta feel for NewTek right now. What can you do? You're being pressured in every lane. No matter what action you take at this point, you're sacrificing something. But if you stay in your lanes, well, they're all falling apart. They need to start grouping up.
Leonardo.
Again?
Oh, okay. Look for the kick there to find Reapers. They are going to get the shutdown. They will pay in their lives. Piglet was able to escape. Almost finding the Sonic Blast. They're not quite, though. But that is a pretty big shutdown collected onto Piglet Puncher, though, of all people. We're still looking towards him, it feels like, right? To try and carry NewTek out of this mess, but it's looking so rough for him.
It is. But that, as you mentioned, is a great trade 1-for-1. When you're behind, you take any trade you can get. If there's bounties on top of it, even better. And Piglet Puncher is still doing pretty decently in terms of matching the curve of Mage mid-main. We said it before. You kind of need to rotate Piglet Puncher out of lane with the Grand Starfall. Or failing that, the team needs to play around him instead. And I would love to see, I feel like a broken record at this point. I've been saying this. Leonardo, Piglet Puncher, start moving together, Zombie.
No, that's just not where you Zombie. You don't want to be moving together with Mage mid-main, as he is the enemy. And he absolutely just blows Zombie CF up. And with this drag up, that should be a guaranteed third dragon to the head of Richardson. 3-0 dragon-wise. They are on the soul point.
30 seconds, Echo. It's not just about dragons anymore. Bird is about to spawn. And with the advantage Richardson has, Baron feels like one of the last places NewTek can try and look for a turnaround this game, but it also feels incredibly risky. And to me, I don't think you win that 5v5 if you're NewTek. Leonardo?
Let's see if Leonardo can win the one-on-one here with Mage mid-main. Sonic Blast. Let's try it. Piglet's here. Able to cancel the ulti, kicks away, fly forward, Shumpo onto Leonardo. Doesn't quite find it, but oh no, that's goes back in. Actually, he's not quite gonna find him. Mage mid-main does a bit too much damage for him. It was a valiant effort, almost successful, but unfortunately, Master Dragoon was there to spoil the fun.
Yeah, and the Curse of the Sad Mummy, just to ensure that Piglet wasn't going to try and dive in and find Mage main as well. That's the pick that perhaps Richardson needed to do this Baron, pardon me. Leonardo was the jungler, had the smite, and is currently off the board.
Not gonna have to look for it though. Let's keep on pushing it. Seems here, OT Shen. And a little bit of hurt here, but it was bait. You got baited, but they're not quite gonna be able to find anything too fast for him. They're gonna go ahead and let him live. Just look to take some more of these camps side junk.
It's slow, it's methodical, and there is nothing UTech can do about it. Like you said, one of the few places UTech can try and make a turnaround is Baron. And because of that, if Richardson doesn't do Baron, you're just kind of losing these turrets piecemeal, and not much you can do. Aiden, I want to highlight that use the flash to escape instead of the unstoppable force. You can use the unstoppable force to dash as well. But having that up does still mean that UTech can look to make a play. Leonardo!
Oh my god, look at the damage. Nothing that Leonardo could do. Your mage mid-main just blows him out of existence.
Second item completions for Richardson hurt a lot. The purple belt, just the penetration of that was massive. Last time, Leonardo actually came close to killing Mage mid-main. This time, Mage mid-main didn't even take damage. Like, full health.
Yeah, last time it was like the final inch was missing. This time around it wasn't even a contest. Mage mid-main just blew distance. Has the 10 stacks on the Dark Seal as well. OTP Shen just doing OTP Shen to demolish Brock, dude, and now they know they've got to back off.
My goodness.
The grand challenge is issued. OTP Shen's going in deep. 1-on-3. He does not care. Mage mid-main is here. But do find stun from the chains of corruption, and so that is going to hold any sort of advance. Never mind. Zombie CF falls, as well as Leonardo down. He goes to OTP Shen looking for more. Gets stunned under the turret though. Got to be careful. But Mage mid-main is given all the space he wants to work with, and that's going to be a triple kill for him. They're going to go 1-4 in total, and the Ace was looking to come through in this top lane, but Aiden will not fall. I can't say the same for those tier 3 though, RMC.
Yeah, Ruined Elo actually rotating down into the bot side to work with OTP Shen to take that turret. I think splitting was a little bit difficult for them to take. And props to Aiden on top side, finding the kill onto Master Dragoon. The unstoppable force we were talking about holding did finally come in handy. It feels like too little too late, Echo, and just not enough to stop his onslaught. Reaper is still pushing away on this top side, still chipping away at that last remaining tier 2.
Definitely. So now they might look for Ruined Elo. Goes in a little bit deeper there. Unfortunately, I don't think that was the move. Sonic Wave's available. Trying to ult to escape, but it's not going to be enough. Reapers in the 1v1 with Aiden. But Aiden, this is too big of a boy for him. Down he goes. And we're seeing signs of life here still for NewTek with the RMC. The question is it too late?
Certainly feels like it. But we'll see. Down 10k gold. And still, Richardson have not attempted the Baron just yet. And if they keep overextending like that, maybe you can find more picks. Ruined Elo held flash till way too late. It is down now. Did use it at the very last second, so punishable. The only flash still up, actually, for the side of Richardson is on Reaper.
So, indeed. You know, those got to be careful here. Grab it. The headshot on top of the wall lands as well. Aiden is here though, so Mage has to buy his time. Now he's looking to go in, waits for the unstoppable force to be utilized, but he did all he could for Master Dragoon. Down he goes. Mage mid-main not gonna find anything there, and there's another one of those overextensions.
Yeah, these long lanes not favoring Richardson right now. Instead, NewTek doing a great job answering. But look at the map state, Echo. While all that's happening, OTP Shen pushing in the mid lane, and the mid turret was already low from the first siege on that inhibitor. Meanwhile, Inferno Soul, about to spawn in 10 seconds. Look at where the rest of Richardson is. They're already in the pit.
That'll be a good time to find OTP Shen. If you can take him out now, you might just be able to get it, but a nice parry is going to make sure that hostile takeover doesn't land. Finding all of Vitalspark, but they're able to shut him down. OTP Shen overestimated his abilities, and now he will not be available for the Dragon. It has been starting up, though. It's being taken so quickly that they can't even stop him.
Yep. That's why they're just sitting in that pit, and when you're so far ahead, it's that easy. More damage to Richardson. Did they need it? No. Is it going to feel nice? Yeah, sure. We'll take that. Aiden, meanwhile, pushing topside, getting that.
No. Okay, Zombie. Get away from him. No, get away from him. He's able to find a lot of damage. Not quite enough. Bella was utilized just to be safe, but Piglet Puncher was able to buy some space for Zombie CF to run on out of there, return back to the fountain, and look to heal up. And now the offensive has begun, able to take out another inhibitor, and now top lane, the only lane left with turrets is standing.
Supers pushing in bot and mid. Bot lane Supers already dealt about half of one of the Nexus turrets' health. So NewTek going to struggle to leave their base to contest this Baron as more Supers are pushing in. They have no vision. But frankly, you don't need vision to know what's being done. What can you do? Can Leonardo get there to even
I don't even think so. They have no vision. They have no time, most importantly, because that thing just got shredded down. Leonardo, oh no, he's on a ward. I don't think he realizes, and Ruined Elo wants to capitalize on that, charging up the stun. Aiden is there, though, so they don't quite want to risk it. But regardless, that's Soul, that's Baron. They've got everything that they could have wanted, and there was not even the threat of a flip.
They took everything there was, Echo. There's nothing left for Richardson to look at but the Nexus turrets themselves. Granted, there is still one inhibitor topside. OTP Shen's going to handle that very, very quickly. And OTP Shen should be a little bit careful. The team reset, and they're not in position to pressure. If OTP Shen gets caught right this moment, there's no answer from Richardson.
Done indeed as OTP Shen. Not pushing. Those empowered cannon minions just free fired on the turret, got it down to just about almost half HP. Shen just doing his thing, applying that pressure on that side lane here, opening up opportunities for the rest of Richardson to keep on moving here as they're gonna let minions push on in. Baron empowered super minions are so scary, man, and they're coming in from every corner of the map. OTP Shen does so much damage. Look at the damage onto these turrets. OTP Shen will do whatever it takes to take it down. First Nexus turret is out. Huge curse on the stab moment. Huge damage from Mage mid-main. And they just wipe the board of NewTek. Everyone's down. Leonardo's got to look for something here. Tried to get the kick into the fountain. They won't find anything except his own demise. And with that, Richardson, Augmented Eagles, will take game number 1 in this best of 3 series.
Really clean game from Richardson. Almost every single lane ended up getting ahead and dominating their opposition. Only the mid lane, Mage mid-main, pardon me, too many M's there, was the only one who didn't win out in CS. And even then, you saw the final kill score. I think that was almost fully stacked Magi. I know that the Darkseal was fully stacked.
Yeah.
And double-digit kills on that Katarina. And for NewTek, that's a rough game 1. Thankfully for them, it is playoffs. They've still got another game to try and come back into it with this best of 3.
Yeah, definitely. So it was a little rough. I won't lie. You know, we said we're looking at Piglet Puncher to make something happen. Unfortunately, it was just too many cards stacked up against him, right? He was that only hope they had left. But when you're going up against like what felt like easily 4 Fed members, there's only so much you can do, right? When Zombie CF can't even step out of the base without getting just blown up. There really wasn't much that they could do. They couldn't contest any of the dragons, and it was a losing game, it felt like, towards the beginning of that mid game. But you mentioned it is playoffs. It's a best of 3. They're not out just yet. Got another 2 games that they have to win now back to back if they want to move on to the finals. I'm going to throw it to a quick break. Then when we're back, we'll get the draft started up for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we're on the Rift RMC. Let's get this thing going. The semifinals are well underway. Now NewTek needs to find some kind of tech if they want to stay in this thing. Backs are up against the wall. They have to win back-to-back in this best of 3 because Richardson already has 1 W under their belt. Let's see if they can make it 2 and get home early.
Well, to be fair, NewTek has brought NewTek to the Rift. It was the Ahri in the mid lane for Piglet Puncher that we didn't get to see on draft earlier, and that does mean that, again, very volatile matchups across the board. To me, this is a smorgasbord for the junglers to get to. Kiana, Ahri wins that out because of range early on, but the kill threat is really what we're looking at for Kiana. Even pre-6, she has a lot of burst damage, so mage mid-main. I'm going to be tripping over that name. 2 names in a row, man. Eminem is going to be looking to do heavy trades with Ahri to be able to win that out. If you're just kind of farming, sitting back a little bit, that's the opportunity for Piglet Puncher. The other thing, too, is teleport for mage mid-main, meaning that it's kind of safety in the lane. You're looking to scale up, but that's where I kind of want to see Leonardo go early for kills and then grab that advantage, grab those kills, bring them to Aiden in the top lane, and I think that's how New Tech are looking to win this one.
Absolutely. Listen, man, MM&M, right? It may be mage mid lane to you. To me, it's maim, murder, and manslaughter because this guy has been killing it in game number 1. Game number 2, he's going to look to obviously do the exact same thing. Bit of a swap in play style though for him as well as Piglet Puncher, right? The Ahri not gonna play the same way as the Pantheon this time around. A lot more mobility coming through, zip zap and dashing in and out of these fights. But regardless, have to wait and see, as well as Aiden, right? Now he's given the opportunity to really look to punish OTP Shen, look to all out fight him, try and put him into the dirt. It's a tough ask, I will admit. It is a tough ask, but if anyone can do it, maybe Aiden's the one.
Yeah, and again, we think back to the last game. I think he had a really stellar game on the null fight, considering the situation that he was put in. But it's just such a different matchup. You're going from tank to a bruiser, a duelist, if you will, up against, of course, the biggest duelist in the League of Legends, which is Fiora. It's literally in her name. Now, Echo, one lane we kind of didn't touch on, which we probably should briefly touch on, is the bot lane. Fellow Seraphine against Renata and Jinx, both skilling bot lanes, and I think that's why we didn't talk too much about them. We're not expecting necessarily to see too much heavy trading early on, unless junglers are involved. I think the end goal for these bot lanes is just to skill up, and for that reason, I think junglers stay away from there until you're level 6 and can kind of beat fortune ganks. Before that, it's all about mid and top, and as we say that, Page mid main was actually invading until Leonardo into jungle.
Yeah, they had the ward down, spotted Leonardo out, rightfully so. As you said, both junglers have passed their way on top, and RMC, you told me no action, but they're already looking for Duelbis here. What? Ignite comes out, double flash as well. Don't quite find the kill, though. Duelbis was able to heal, but almost going down. Reaper says, screw scaling, man. Let's get things started early.
I'm sorry, Master Dragoon and Reaper. I did not know your style of play. Like, what? That shouldn't have happened. I'm shocked, Echo, that we even saw that. We caught the tail end of it with Duelbis just kind of getting run down by rockets. And that's not a good sign for the Fellow Seraphine. If anything, I expected Aphelios to be the one with an edge in lane. Ganks on the top side.
Flash forward. Nice parry, though, from OTP Shen. He's going to look for the vital. This guy wants blood. He's not quite going to find it. Needs to wait for Ruined Elo to come to back him up. Okay, first blood does go down. Can Leonardo escape? The answer is no. Come on, banish toss. Blind, do it. Never mind. Yeah. He doesn't need the blind. He's got the ward. Double kill for Ruined Elo coming through. OTP Shen will gladly give his life. At the very least, though, Leonardo will pick up the first blood.
We expected to see action top Echo, and we got it. Also, it looks a lot like Game 1. Do you remember Game 1? Piglet Puncher and Leonardo found first blood, and then both of them died. So I think it was Mage mid main last game. And we're seeing the same thing again, where Leonardo gets the early kill, gets first blood, but it's both kills over.
We've seen this before.
History repeating itself. It's probably not as good this game though. Ruined Elo on the Amumu. Actually, I was gonna say normally you're a tank, it doesn't matter, but Ruined Elo isn't going tank. That's a Boston and an Amto.
Oh no!
Amumu? Are we gonna see it?
It's looking like we might just get some more of that AP action now that he has those 2 kills. We'll have to wait and see though what he looks to keep on building here. Obviously, with that first blood going to Leonardo, he's able to pick up a Dirk as well. Probably also cashed in some free red essence there. I'd have to imagine he's probably going. Actually, no, he's probably going for that assassin build, right? Since he has the first strike available. Interesting choice considering the members that are on Richardson's side.
Yeah, one thing I will say about Canes though, is I've seen a lot of Canes kind of disregard whatever keystone they are running, and just kind of do whatever they want. I actually do think Blue would be the better build this game because of the amount of sheer squishies that we're seeing.
You know who else is looking squishy though? Aiden. Oh, okay, come on, dude. Don't kill him with the riposte. That's messed up. That's gotta be like minus 10 yards for BM right there. That's a flag, right? What the hell did I just witness? Come on. Well, OTP Shen cash it in with the riposte damage there. He's saying, Aiden, listen, buddy. Go back to playing tanks and just trying to neutralize me because you don't win these.
And Echo, I'm really worried because that kill actually matters a lot. We had said before, top side is a snowball lane. Whichever top laner gets ahead is liable to stay ahead and actually just make the other one's life a living hell. And right now, OTP Shen, 44 CS to 12. And even worse was the fact that because of the minion wave position, Aiden just kind of had to watch those minions die to that wave. You can't even TP in and try and catch that. If you do, you die OTP Shen now level 6. Aiden has to watch out for another all-in if he steps up.
Yep, it's brutal. Definitely showing that that first initial gank up top not quite working out in their favor, paying dividends right now. OTP Shen, he's sitting pretty right now. A lot of farm up, a lot of pressure up as well. But in Aiden we believe, just trust, as Main is here now. A lot of damage comes through and Duobis goes down. A nice little handshake onto Zombie, says you're dying too. They find the ult and ooh, chef's kiss.
Their own lanes. It was the junglers making action happen. This game, Richardson is speeding up. We were looking for new tech from new tech, but it's Richardson who's popping off right now. Earlier, Dragon taken as well, and I'm loving these roams from Mage mid lane into the side lane. If he's going to do it once, he's going to do it again. And both these side lanes are getting more and more dangerous.
Yeah, and history continues to repeat itself. RMC first drag, gonna get picked up by Richardson in game number 1. They had, I'm pretty sure it was 100% take when it came to those neutral objectives. Didn't give a single one on over. Did they lose the first? Okay, might have been the first herald that they lost. Dragon-wise, though, they grabbed all of them. Nice riposte coming through. Aiden isn't even level 6, and he knows it. Jumps to the minion, but it does not matter. OTP Shen puts him in the dirt. As gonna cash in some CS on the way out.
And what did we say? We already said OTP Shen hit 6 earlier, and the problem was Aiden was 2 levels down. It was level 6 to level 4. So even with the level up, Aiden's still in the same situation. Mid lane.
Oh, Piglet Puncher. Very low. Just barely hanging on. Not quite gonna go down, though. Mage mid main is getting aggressive. Gotta make sure he's gotta rein it in a little bit.
Why, Echo? Why? That looks so clean. If I'm mage mid main, I'm not reining it in. I'm amping it up.
Listen. Pride before the fall. I can only think of the German saying for it, but just don't get overconfident. Is all I'm saying. That's all.
You know what? Right now, New Tech is hoping that mage mid main gets a little bit overconfident, and that there are opportunities to punish. Because if you look across your lanes, one thing we didn't talk about was that they're mostly scaling lanes. A fellow Seraphine needs to scale. Kayn is not that strong early. He needs form to really be a full champion. And Jax as well needs time to come online.
Oh my god. Oh, the heal just barely allowing him to not get caught up by those chompers and survive. Super Mega Death Rocket that comes out. But this is supposed to be a scaling bot lane. It's looking like a hard shove bot lane right now for Richardson. They could do whatever they want right now. They're playing with their food.
Look at the CS too. We talked about Aiden falling behind.
Oh my,
I don't know what happened down here.
Oh my lord. I didn't even notice that one here. And I mean, look at that. Ignite comes out onto Reapers, but there's no kill threat. Kind of a waste of Ignite. I guess just trying to shove him off a little bit. The charm, though, under the turret. Q coming back. Won't find any true damage, though, so Piglet Puncher not quite going to have that kill threat he was looking for. But regardless, it seems like this time around, Piglet Puncher is the one that's looking to just neutralize Mage mid main.
Which is not ideal. And I think if Mage mid main knew that this was the way the lane matchup was going to go, they'd have taken Ignite instead of the teleport. Didn't have to use the teleport defensively at all. Just kind of was like, okay, I almost killed you. You know what? I'll use the TP this time.
Looking for the steal. The dance around the Rift Herald. Vanish Toss 1 doesn't find the mark, but the Smite will. Vanish Toss 2 finds Leonardo. He's going to be able to dash over the wall, though. That will be a Herald picked up and secured for Ruined Elo. He will not be outsmited as the hostile takeover finds Duobis and Reapers. Lives it up to the name, puts him in the dirt. A charm onto Mage mid lane with the ulti though. Ruined Elo's on his way, but the Ignite comes out and Piglet Puncher will find him. Finds the Curse of the Sad Mummy onto Leonardo. Looking to just run him down, and a nice chain finds him. He's going for more. No, you don't win those, no! Gets a little overconfident and will go down. Aiden finds the stun up to OTP Shen. He might look for the fight. The grand duel does get issued, and he's gonna have to say no. He's gonna have to RSVP with a no.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to. I don't think you're allowed to FF here in the league, but Aiden just FF the grand challenge.
He did indeed. Flag forward. Looks for the riposte. Doesn't find it. Vital is not in a good position. Has a ward in that bush as well, which means that it will not reset, and so instead, OTP Shen is gonna have to be the one that resets.
Never mind. I take that back. Aiden, well played. Well played. The disengage, the re-engage as well. The leap away at the perfect time to make sure you didn't get hit by the riposte. OTP Shen ends up losing that duel, but has TP, is going to be able to soak up this wave. What was interesting to me is actually Master Dragoon roaming all the way up to the top lane while all that was happening. There's no objective to take on this top side. Herald was already taken by Ruined Elo earlier, and that to me just speaks to the confidence they have in Reaper, that they're saying, okay, Reaper, 1v2. You got this. You don't have the first mythic yet, but you have a big enough advantage. We're going to start moving Master Dragoon around to gank even harder. And I'm just waiting for the 3-man collapse onto Piglet Puncher.
Look at the wraparound, dude. Bro straight up walked into top jungle, went around the pit, and it's looking to go mid lane possibly here. Piglet Puncher, looks like he has a little sneaky suspicion, though. He's going to stay close to his turret, though. Doesn't want to go too far forward. Next drag is up in 30 seconds as well. As the fight ensues in this top lane once again. Oh, the vitals. Oh, the massacre. Oh, the brutal murder. The humanity. Shen. OTP Shen is going to go ahead and take out Aiden once again. Nice encore. Finds 2. They're going to look to turn this fight around with Charm as well, but the hostile takeover followed up by the ultimate from mid-main. Does too much damage, and Piglet Puncher is going to be the only one that escapes the ultimate fate. Drags up as well in 5 seconds. That should be another free dragon to the side of Richardson, and a free kill for Reapers here as well, but the flash does come out. Not quite going to find the spirit orb there. Going to drop the herald down, and everything is going in Richardson's favor once again.
Yeah, and Newtek, unfortunately, didn't check the items when they picked up fight. The pick there wasn't bad. They thought they had the numbers advantage, and normally, if all things were equal, if they pulled the trigger first, they probably could have found an initial kill. But when the fight actually kicked off, only Leonardo had a mythic, Prowler's Claw, on a Kayn who is not yet transformed. And meanwhile, you look at Richardson, they had mythics on every member at the fight except for Master Dragoon, who's a support. They had the Prowler's Claw ready for Mage mid-main, which guarantees they get first kill into that fight. And the fact that Piglet Puncher even came close to finding kills in the back end, that just speaks to how good he is as a player.
So, Leonardo, Leonardo, still looking for that form. So formless at the moment, definitely feels bad. And I mean, if you're going for that blue form, it is kind of rough, right? You really only have that bot lane that is range that'll give you that blue essence, and you can't exactly go bot lane. that moment has passed. I just said you can't go bot lane. Thank you. Okay, don't make me look like an idiot now. As he was looking, but Reapers was there. Ooh, nice chompers. Gonna stop zombies, and he knows he can't go anywhere. He's trying to buy time, but it does not matter. Reaper's gonna take him out. Oh, TP Shen looking to take out Aiden once again under his own turret. He does not care.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, brutally honest, Echo, right now. Newtek, give up laning. The only person at this time who can lane is Piglet Puncher. Drobies, Zombie, they are gonna get dove soon enough. In fact, we've seen them lose under turret in these fights. Mage, mid-mage, where are you going?
Yep, listen, it's even better if you don't have to fight under turret here. Flash forward, looking to escape. Leonardo with the herbal trespass stays alive, and the bait, Mage mid-main, was a little too overconfident, and he pays the price. Also takeover finds Duobis and Piglet, though. A lot of damage coming out. Encore, nice flash from Reaper staying alive. Super Mega Death Rocket, he gets tanked by Zombie, but it doesn't matter. Finds one, is excited. Free firing onto Zombie. CF is incredibly low. Nice snap. Bailouts there just in case. Gets ignited. Zombie goes gold. Not enough time, though. Down he goes. Master Dragoon with the flash away. Ruins here now as well. Finds the banish toss. The ult comes out. Curse of the sad mummy. Curse of Leonardo's demise. Down he goes as Ruined Elo is going to run Zombie and Piglet back to their base.
2 for 2 after all that chaos, Echo. But there's life in Newtek yet, and we're just saying this is what you need to do. Forget about the lanes. Roam together and try and get a numbers advantage. Punish anytime Richardson are going to overextend. Yes, you'll lose out farm, but you're losing out anyways in terms of CS. Problem is, they're still down 8k. So they need to do that multiple times, Echo. They're just find even foot.
Yep, and this is not the way to do it. Aiden, you can't be in your own lane anymore. 2 of the 4 procs have been utilized. They are going to go out. OTP Shen actually not going to opt to go over the wall. The meat tastes better when scared, man. He's going to let Aiden live to tell the tale, and oh, maybe he just wanted to give the kill on over to Mage. Aiden, why did you stop walking? No! Flashes forward. Mage mid-mate still looking for him. Oh my god, he Prowler's Claws onto Leonardo to get the Q. Doesn't find his ult though, so he might go down here. He does indeed. Piglet Puncher was there just to make sure. And there it is, man. Listen, in German we say, "Oh, kommt bevor den Fall." And he got overzealous and he paid the price. Oh, OTP Shen makes me eat my words and just absolutely decimates Leonardo. But Mage mid-main, you gotta rein it in, man. You're not the 10-0 Katarina that you were in game number 1. You gotta respect it. Oh my god, Reaper finds a Super Mega Death Rocket. He's excited. He's 1v1ing Dubis as well. Down he goes, and that's a free turret. And Reapers, he was in the Twitch chat, man. He wanted to get into this game, and I'm seeing why.
Yeah, now that they left the Jinx open, we also see why the Jinx was banned in game 1. This is disturbing, frankly. In game 1, we got to see the Curse of the Sapphire, but that wasn't a timer, roughly about 2.5 minute timer based on the ultimates. This time, no, Jinx isn't about that rocket. And with the Kraken Slayer completed, look at what Duobies and Zombie have. You've got a Noon Quiver, you got boots. Sure, you can run, but you certainly can't fight. And we're seeing that with both inner turrets on site, on either side of the, on either side lane, pardon me, were already taken down. Richardson is just accelerating the pace of this game.
Absolutely. So I don't know what kind of augment, I don't know what kind of bionics the augmented eagles have, man, but it's feeling illegal. They got like a third eye, like a second brain, second heart as well. I don't know what kind of nanobots they've been eating for breakfast, but it's been paying off because they are just in commanding fashion, controlling game number 2, just as they did in game number 1. History is repeating itself, except this time around, it's not Mage mid-main that is up and ahead. It's OTP Shen, it's Ruined Elo, and it's Reapers as well. They said, oh, dude, okay, OTP Shen running towards the turret. He's like, where are you gonna go? Come on, that's just BM, man. You can't be doing that. Now, Zombie CF gets rooted up, and it's gonna get taken down. Down he goes. He's gonna get excited. They're gonna look to run down Duobis as well as he's running to the safety of the turret. Mage, mid-main, in hot pursuit. Not quite gonna, oh no, he's gonna find him. Dude, come on, let the poor man live. Rebel trespass from Leonardo, but where are you gonna go? The flash forward from Ruined Elo takes him out as well. And now it's up to Piglet Puncher. You can find it. Surely, no, you cannot. The charm doesn't find OTP Shen. And all Piglet Puncher's gonna find is the gray screen.
UTech, I salute you. Like that, you got aced, but they tried. Piglet Puncher at the end kind of knew that they were shafted and just kept going anyway. Herald just ramming down mid right now. That's 2 charges. Is Shelly gonna get a third?
Ooh, it's gonna be close. Nah, it's not, but I think Zombie CS is about to pay for his crimes. He will indeed. Down he goes.
That's the cost of stopping Shelly. Equivalent to a support right now.
Dude, it is. Oh, it's mid-main. Nah, that's a bait.
Oh.
That's a bait. Don't do it. That's a bait.
Leonardo's shooting forward.
Yeah, Leonardo's here. He's going fast. Flash forward, though, but the smite comes down. It's going to slow him. And with the Prowler's Claw, Leonardo is going to go ahead and pick up that kill. Now he's got to dip, though, because Reapers is hot on his tail. Dude, the ward is not worth it, Leonardo. You got to get out of there. The bandage toss lands. The rockets fly. And another kill for Reapers 33.
So it is the blue king. And frankly, at this stage in the game, I think it's probably the king they need rather than the king that would have been ideal in draft. Because you're just trying to find kills anyway to get back in the game. Bounties on pretty much all members except for Mage mid-main, who has been playing as if they don't see turrets. They've been diving turrets and still finding kills. Echo, they're still positive with their KDA right now.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're looking good while they do it. They do not care. Turrets overrated. Turret damage overrated. Want kills, want money. That's OTP Shen. Back to OTP Shen things. Dude, there's 4 members and they're running away from him, but now they might look for something. They need the entire team to collapse onto him. Grand challenge. Let's get issued on to Leonardo. Has to flash forward, but it doesn't matter. He's looking to run him down. OTP Shen is deep. Mage mid-main is there to offer some support as well, but it might just be too much damage. He might have gotten ahead of himself, and he did indeed. Shutdown comes through for Aiden. Rocket does not find anyone from downtown, but those are the small steps towards victory that NewTek has to take. But once again, the question remains, RMC, is it too little too late?
We said kinda yeah last game when it was an 8k gold lead. We are well past 10k at this point. 20 minutes burn just spawned Mage.
Mage, you gotta give some respect over here. Leonardo, gotta go ahead and grab him, but Mage will, you know, if I'm Mage, I'm just saying, just buying time for my team to get dragged. It's worth it.
Yeah, you know, main going not quite the proxy style, but not worth as much gold.
Extended proxy, you know.
Yeah, relative proxy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else has bounties. I don't have bounties. It's fine. We can do this. And for NewTek, yeah, right now you are just preying on the mistakes. Okay. Preying on the mistakes of Richardson, and they've done a great job with that. Let's give NewTek credit where it's due. The problem is just Richardson is so far ahead, and if Richardson stopped playing sloppy, they're just going to be able to close this out. And I think that was the warning they needed, that, hey, yeah, we are really far ahead, but we cannot be diving turret this deep in a 2v5. They were diving into Nexus turrets. Like, OTP Shen was taking Nexus turret shots at this time. Now, just go for Baron. It's up 21 minutes, and if new tech show up, you just wipe them at Baron and endgame.
Yeah, OTP Shen, a little bit of limit testing there, it felt like. Just wanted to see what he can get done. That was definitely a bit of a wake-up call for him, like, okay, you know what, I gotta give a little bit of respect to the new tech boys. So surely we won't. Well, you know what? I'd say surely we won't see more of that. But honestly, you never know. We'll have to wait and see. Baron, like you mentioned, is up and available. Richardson, 3 drags in on Soul Point and look to grab themselves Cloud of Soul in about 3.5 minutes. That gives a little bit of time here as OTP Shen just demolishing that turret. They've got 4 or 5 members on him, and they give the turret over. But I mean, was it worth? Might just be because that Baron was getting shredded down.
Yeah, so technically it's worth, but was it necessary? Probably
not. Probably not. You could have just walked away, but OTP Shen pride was on the line. He could not just let that turret stand. It looked at him. It said something about his mom. It looked at him the wrong way. He had to take it down as Ruined Elo is going to look to take down Piglet here, but a nice charm is going to save Piglet's life. Leonardo looking for something near the ult ball. Oh my God, from the bush. Not quite enough to one-shot him, but they just need a little bit more damage. And shots will go awry, and Leonardo actually going to get to stay alive there.
Really well played from Leonardo. Really well played from Newtek as a whole. Even that pick onto OTP Shen, that was perfect CC layer. OTP Shen didn't even get a chance to riposte. Just everything was falling in at perfect timing, and they took no damage from all of that. So Newtek, I think they're much more comfortable on these champions. With the Baron push, though, OTP Shen is back up. Does have TP to rejoin the team, and they are pushing down mid. Leonardo is very far away.
Definitely so there. Oh, another fight once again. Mid main and Leonardo. Oh my God, the double Prowler's Claw coming out, both of them. Want to know who's the better wielder of it here? No, it's looking like it's gonna be Leonardo. OTP Shen's gonna be there to clean up though, so this is gonna be a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, though, the assault on the base continues. Ruined Elo, this top side, Aiden can't even go up against the jungler right now. 7-1 is sitting pretty. The Zap finds Zombie CF. He's going to give his life to drop an encore, but it was for naught. Flash forward. Huge curse of the Sad Mummy, and OTP Shen is here to cash in. The Augmented Eagles are flying high, RMC, and they're flying their way to the finals. It's migration season because they should be able to take game number 2 and take the series.
Echo, I remember when we saw the name, we were like, Augmented? Hi, Augmented. How Augmented? And now we have one of those answers. They just built differently.
Honestly, augmented differently, man. Leonardo with a last-ditch effort, but it's too little, too late. The Nexus explodes, and with that, Richardson have secured themselves a spot in the finals, a quick 2-0 in commanding fashion.
Yeah, up against him, it's Hebron High School who's sitting at the top waiting for Richardson here. Really well played. Really well played from Richardson, and that's something Hebron needs to take notes for, how clean they are and what you kind of need to deal with. OTP Shen in that top lane, the name's a lie. You got to ban Shen and Fiora, because that Fiora looking real clean this game.
I was going to say, like, so now we have to ban Shen, to ban Fiora. I guess we'll find out in that series who else we have to ban. There's probably going to be some kind of a third pick that we need to get rid of as well. We got to get rid of the Viego too, but oh wait, we have to get rid of the Amumu as well. We're already out of bans at that point. Like, it's not like, oh, we need to get rid of the Jinx. We need to get rid of, what was it? What did we play last time? The Misfortune? We only have 5 bans, guys. Like, we need more. Riot, please. Give us, sanction us more bans if we're going up against Richardson, because this was quite the performance. And move on to the finals here. A quick 2-0. But that's not all the League of Legends action that we've got prepped here, RMC, because if I'm not mistaken, we're probably going to move on to the California division after this one. After a quick break, wait for these teams to get ready. It might be a little bit of a longer break, actually, because probably didn't expect this to be over so quickly, but regardless, we got plenty more League of Legends action coming your way, so don't go anywhere. Don't switch to any other stream. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back.